rolling tight, can you see it? Streaming the truth live from where they decree it. Sylvia speaks, no filter, no buffer. Courtroom drama couldn't get any tougher.
When the gavel's first bang, to the witness stands tears. Sylvia's lens captures all your hopes and fears. Uploading justice one trial at a time. Tune in every moment, edges sublime.
Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Faces tell stories, the courtroom can't hide. Sylvia's insights cut through the divide. From jury talks to the lawyer's secret. In Sylvia's world, you know you'll need it. Behind the scenes where whispers are loud, her lens reveals the truth in the crowd. Courtroom secrets laid bare to see. Stay curious with Sylvia Spree. Every objection, every sharp retort, Sylvia's there to give you the report. Exclusive footage no one else can snag. From catchy headlines straight to the tag. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show.
Faces tell.
Hey everybody, good evening, my wonderful, beautiful people. I apologize for coming on late, but when I got off today, I went and took an old person nap because I've been putting in those hours. I work a total of 70 something hours this week, so I'm worn out, and then I have to go to work tomorrow morning. But Scarface had asked me to find out information in regard to Mr. Sean Combs' solitary confinement because of the supposedly alleged fight. So I came on to bring you guys the update. But let me say hi to the folks in the chat first while I wait for folks to come on in. Good evening, Serena. Good evening, Naughty Land. Hey, Rob. Jody. Hey, Jody. How are you? Are you doing good? All right. So we have, hey, CJ. Hey, Kimmy. All right. Good evening, everybody. But I wanted to give you guys what I found out in regarding to this situation. I noticed, hey, Shay baby, VK. I noticed that Patricia, hello Patricia. And let me just wait till everybody come in so once I get started I can just tell you guys what I found out. Because I have my family that works in the prison system, right? Not fam, but yeah, I have. See, I don't want to reveal my stuff because folks probably gonna go try to find out. Just know I got connections in there. And I told you guys I didn't reach out to them because when everything was being said, I was working and I wasn't really paying attention to some of the stuff. But then I went in. I love you too. I love you too, Jody. But anyway, I haven't been able to really get on the internet to tell you guys what was happening, but I did get a chance to listen to some people coverage of it, and I was like, what? But I noticed that they're being very careful in their wording. You get what I'm saying? They're being very careful in what they say. But I'm gonna give you guys the facts of what I heard, what I asked about, and a little information in regard to his status in the DAP program, the RDAP program. Dom, what's up, dude? Hey. But anyway, let me go ahead and tell you what I found out. I found out that all the hypes that these people are saying, and like, oh, there was a fight, and Diddy was choking the guy. I heard all kinds of stuff. I heard it all. I heard that it was because of cigarettes and the cell phone. I heard all this craziness, right? Let me tell you. Number one, yes, he did go into solitary confinement, right? The person that has the story more closer than anybody is Sean G. I am in communication with the people, family member. You in Dublin again? You're back in Europe? Oh my God, Dom is in Europe, y'all. Dom is in Europe. He's in Dublin. Oh my goodness. Dom, you should have took me with you. You should have took me with you. I'm jealous. But anyway, because last time he was in Germany, weren't you? Okay, let me stop reading at the my connection word saying with Aaron Hernandez. Yeah, so you know what I mean. But Jody, you know, because okay, let me explain something. I'm going to Rio, Brazil next. Dang, you living life, dude. Dom is living life. Okay, y'all. Let me stop paying attention to the chat and let me give you guys the information that I have. Okay. I heard all these craziness about all of this that was happening and stuff like that. Okay. Yes, he went into the SHU. The SHU stands for it stands for Special Housing Unit. Special Housing Unit. That is when there's like a solitary confinement where they send somebody there for either violation or for their own protection from, say, something happened and this person is being targeted or whatever, like a celebrity and things like that. They kind of put them in there for protection. Okay. What happened? Nobody really knows the detail. The information that some of these bloggers are getting are information from inmates, right? And a lot of these inmates are getting like some sort of monetary gain from giving information. And sometimes that information gets sensationalized. Okay, they'll give you the facts. The facts is he's in the SHU, right? But they make things more sensationalized so that people could be drawn in. They make up stuff, they add on. It's like playing the telephone game, right? You say one thing, by the time it gets all the way to the end, you hear all kinds of craziness in that particular one-liner, right? So that's the same thing with this. A lot of these inmates that are in Dixie and whatever that place is, Fort Dixie, is saying stuff because Diddy's there. Diddy is a celebrity, right? And they're getting attention from people that they know, so they give them all kinds of stories. They take a little bit of facts, which is that he went into the SHU, right? And then they add on their own story behind it, right? So one of the things that I did find out, there was an altercation, which was not as severe as some people are saying, because they saying he choked the guy next. No, it was just a shove type of thing. You know, men and their testosterone. It was a shove thing. Okay. Now, because of the altercation, they have to do some sort of investigation. They got to find out what was it about, because Mr. Combs is a celebrity, and if something happens to him, there could be some sort of ramification as far as the facility for not protecting him. So what was the main thing they do? They separate them, and then they put both all whoever is involved in the special housing unit, right? And now when Monday come around, they're going to do an investigation. They're going to review the video and see what actually, happened. It was not a physical, just sent you a Venmo. Thank you, Jody. There was never a full blown out fight. There was nothing like that. Not what these people are exaggerating. Okay. No, he was not actually fighting. So what's going on? What happened? And also I'm going to discuss the RDAP program as well. As far as him being kicked out of the DAP program, it's not determined yet until the investigation and the severity of it, what type of situation went on, right? They are not automatically expelled from the program. It's not automatically expelled. They got to go through the whole thing. There is a pause right now for him. And, with the DAP program, you got to have at least 500 hours. So it's putting a little damper, like a halt on his graduation date. So his graduation date will be pushed further out once he gets back in the program, right? So what's happening right now, what's going to happen is going to be a review of what type of altercation it was. And there are strict rules as far as the RDAP, right? You can't use any drugs, right? You can't get into some violent type of situation. And right now, he's like more of a protective custody to help, until everything is cleared, right? And then once he gets cleared of any wrongdoing, he's going to go back into the DAP program where he left off. So his graduation date might be pushed out, okay? There's a couple of factors that's been rumors that's going around within the with what's happening with him. There's rumors of that it was a setup. I heard rumors that that rapper guy 50 Cent had somebody in there to egg on Diddy. I mean, all kinds of rumors I've been hearing. So I can't validate any of those things. I've heard that allegedly that 50 Cent got paid somebody in there to blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. I'm not going to throw that out, but I just told you there are certain rumors. But what is happening right now is an investigation to find out what happened, the severity of it, and whether or not the continuing of the RDAP program. He is not kicked out of the program because it has not been a full investigation done. And right now they basically put him in protective custody because he is a celebrity and there are people going to try him and things like that. So for those who had asked me, Scarface, this is for you. You're the reason why I'm on here giving this information, because I had to reach out to my person that actually, I can't tell you the capacity of their, I can't divulge exactly what their position is there. But they did verify that he was involved in an altercation, which was not a physical one. It wasn't no fight, drawn out fight, y'all. Do not believe that. There was no drawn out fight. It might have been just like get in your face type of thing and they broke it up type of stuff. Nothing physical. He did not choke anybody out. He did not punch it. None of that stuff happened. And he did not do that. That didn't happen at all. Okay. So, but because he is in that program, they have to make sure there's no full violence or, how long he's going to be in there until the investigation over once, and then he'll get back into the program. Okay. Once they make the decision, most likely the decision is going to be for him to still stay in it because it was not no harsh physical altercation. Okay. Scarface, are you satisfied with me finding out what actually happened? It's more men getting all into, I hope he stays. I don't see him waking up jeopardizing that. No, he's, and you remember his daughters just did an interview and they were saying, hold on, let me pull up the daughters interview for a minute, because they were saying how well he was doing in there. He's like one of those type of inmates that he was how he an example inmate. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, let me show you what they say. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just play this for a minute, because they were talking about how their dad is they talk about their release of their new clothing line and stuff like that, but they also talked about how their dad is doing well in there. Hold on.
Fear that you all have with putting yourselves out there, like you're putting yourselves out there now so publicly at this time. Are you a little afraid of that?
No,
not at all.
Not at all, because people fail to realize that, like, just because he's our dad doesn't mean, like, his press is his own press, our press is our own press. Like, people fail to understand that we are also allowed any of that to, like, stop us. Like, we have to keep going, and it's honestly just made us push and work harder because,
Trying to get that part.
Friends are good.
Yes, we are very appreciative of our supporters that support us, our team, our family, our friends that have just, like, always been adults. So now, actually now is the time, because we're 19 years old. Yes. We're not
month prison sentence, sentenced last October on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. Of course, they also lost their beloved mother, Kim.
It's great.
Is it good?
Yes, it's great. We definitely are very close, and he gives the best advice. Also, as we said before, like, clothing, he's very, very, like, knowledgeable in that aspect. So he's giving us, we ask him all the time, like, we need help on this, we need help on that. And he's always going to be there, and he's always going to tell us the right answers. He's literally, like, never wrong. Like, everything that, like, he has told us about this, it's been so helpful.
So is his spirit still up? Is he?
Yes, he's been very focused, like, being a better person for his family. And he's been very focused, and he's just always been there for us.
What kind of dad is Sean?
He's an amazing dad.
Strict dad.
He's the best dad. No. Used to be. Like, I feel like when we were, like, maybe, like, 5, not really strict, but
not strict, but, like,
he's a black dad. Yeah, he's a black dad.
Okay, so. You said a mouthful there.
Like, I mean, if you know, you know.
Right.
Like, it's not strict, but it's structure.
Sure.
Yeah. All of his kids have amazing
grateful
structure.
for that, because like, now, like, we're perfect.
Right. So it's like his strictness, which I wouldn't really say strictness, but, like, has helped us for the better. So a fun dad, though.
There's such nice.
I'm trying to get that.
We wanted to rush this. As, like, the first day we got the ideas of the clothing line, we were like, okay, can we drop this next week? And he was like, no. You need to take your time.
Okay.
Again, you need to feel fabrics. You need to make sure all the measurements are right to the length of the pants, to the width.
They take
A really great sense of style, but who is your style inspiration?
Yeah, we have many actually. We spent like so much time together. It's
okay. Y'all can go watch this on your own. But I was just want to tell you that they were talking about how upbeat he was and things like that. So that's basically it. So he did not get into no full fight. It was nothing like that. So I just wanted to give you guys that update. Okay. Hey, Steven. So any question? Scarface, are you okay now? Scarface, are you okay? Scarface had me to reach out to my peeps because Scarface and somebody else was on my ex. They were like, Miss Sylvia, could you please find out what's going on? Because we're hearing all kinds of stuff, and we're hearing that he got into a fight and he choke out this guy. No, that did not happen that way. You got to remember, they're getting information from inmates, and inmates are trying to get themselves like some sort of notoriety or something like that. So they'll say anything. Okay. And then the workers, thank you so much. So he's gonna be good. I'm dead. I just trust your workers. These people, they make up stuff because they're doing it for clicks and views. And I understand. It's a financial thing for them. But I rather get the right information out before I put out anything. Because I want you guys to continue to trust me. I want y'all to, and if I'm wrong, I'm gonna come back and say, hey y'all, I was wrong. But based on the information that I got and the review of the video, they are going to investigate it a little bit more because they have cameras in the area where they were at. In fact, it wasn't even on it was more of a shove, like get out my face type of thing. You know how you men act. Y'all know how you act, right? Testosterone is high and get out my face type of stuff. Nothing, not no drawing out blood and no, none of that violent stuff. All right. So that's why if you notice the news are very careful in their wording. They're very careful in their wording. They're not saying it actually happened. You know what I mean? Just read between the line of their words because they don't know if factual things have really happened. Just like the last time, they was telling lies about him drinking inside the what's the name and all, and that was never true. And nobody came back and said it was wrong either. So this video is dedicated to Scarface. Okay, Scarface. And I can't remember who the other person. Oh, then he's gonna be able to stay because it wasn't a fight. So when you think he's gonna come out, listen, I am not going to talk about that because let me tell you, that is one of the reasons why these folks are trying to egg on stuff because they know his time frame is not going to be as long as they think it is. So the folks that can't stand his guts gonna try to say stuff, and you got to watch the words that come out of people's mouth. You know what I mean? Because they'll words have power, right? They keep saying stuff. So many negative things is gonna kind of latch on to something, right? And that's one thing I did learn about Mr. Sean Combs. He's a very positive individual. Because even when I asked him about what book he was reading while we were in court, he told me the book he was reading because he had 2 books in his hand, and he told me because everybody was asking, what is he reading? I was the only one that was bold enough to ask him myself, and he told me what book he was reading. So don't believe everything you hear. August 4th is his drug court graduation. His was set up to do. Yes, Steve is there. Goes Steve. Steve, look what Steve said. Steve is right. They set it up. So now graduation is going to be pushed out. Once they find out, if it's only a couple of days, he probably still keep the graduation date. But if he goes in there like for 30 days as one person claiming, which I doubt he's going to be in there for 30 days. I doubt that. I really do. I think he was just in there for them to separate them, find out what's going on, and then make a determination. But I don't think he's missing that many hours. I don't think he's missing that anymore, because they said because you have to do 500 hours, and it's like half a day. So I don't know, because remember it's a therapeutic environment for the RDAP program. So I'm wondering if they can make up the time. I don't know how that part works, Stephen. I don't know. Hopefully he'll get out enough time where he doesn't have to push his graduation way out. But he was not in a physical, like drawn out, violent fight, because that would be the only reason why they would be thrown out the program. The policy says RDAP policy is to mandated that participant maintain strict behavior standard. Under BOP program statement, committing serious institutional rule violation, especially those involving violence, weapons, or drug and alcohol possession inside the prison, is the ground for immediate permanent removal from the program. So none of that he did. So it says violence, weapons, or drug/alcohol possession inside the prison. And he didn't have no alcohol, no drugs. The violence, he didn't get into physical, like real altercation. It was more of shoving, It says here, even if the chute's placement is non-disciplined, an inmate cannot complete the RDAP from inside the chute cell. RDAP requires 500 of intensive half-day group therapy and interactive cognitive behavior programming. Because the chute restricts movement, an extended stay in segregation will eventually cause an inmate to miss too many consecutive treatment hours, triggering an administrative discharge from the cohort due to the non-attendance. You heard that? So if they miss too many hours, they can be removed from the program. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. If it's up to just a couple of days, like right now, he can make up the time and then get back into the intensive therapy. All right. So, any questions, my good people? Any questions? That's my the information I got, that the fight wasn't all that these people claiming it to be, and these, if you notice, the big news is not really putting too much out there, because they do not want to get sued. Amy, Cecil, Ernesto. Any? Oh, you talking about any? Free Diddy. Hey, Milton. Prayer for Diddy. Yes, definitely pray for him, because there are people who are really trying to come attack. Set him up for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? Because there's jealous people, and so. Where have I been? Joseph, I have been working, Joseph. I've been delivering pizza. I've been putting in hours because I have bills to pay. You know what I mean? I have bills to pay. I mean, bills. And I have like one more payment on my car note, and I'll be car note free. No more car note. They even was saying that he was smoking before the fight was reported. Man, you Scarface, you know they lying. That man is not smoking. Because smoking, having cigarette would be, let me shut up. That man wasn't smoking. That man's very serious about his treatment. And he's very serious. He wants to get back out to his children. Okay? Don't believe that. Just believe half of what you hear. If it doesn't make sense, ask for discernment. Ask for the Holy Spirit to give you discernment, because some things just doesn't make sense. Some folks just want clicks and views and, But Joseph, I've been working. That's where I've been. I've been working, trying to get these bills paid. God has given me the ability to work, and I've been doing some hard work. I mean, like hard labor work. But, I realize how grateful, how wonderful God is and allowing me to be able to touch lives in my delivering pizza. I have made a lot of people smile. I have made a lot of kids happy. I have made a lot of, a couple of people. I mean, I got hugs. I got hugs and thank you. I love you. One disabled vet, he's in a wheelchair. When I deliver his pizza, the other day he was like, "I love you." I was like, "Oh, I love you too." I mean, they're very grateful. I'm doing a ministry, right? So it's hard work now. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard work, but it's very rewarding. I'm a people person. I love making some changes, even though it's food. I thought this pays you. Joseph, let me tell you, YouTube used to pay me very well. They used to pay me very, very, very well. I'm not going to even lie. They used to take care of me very well. But I've had a lot of obstacles. I had people. Just know I had some folks that caused my income with YouTube to dwindle, and I had folks telling people to unsubscribe to me, and there's a lot of things that happen. But you know what? God is my source. YouTube is not. Of course I love you, Shannon. Of course I love you. But when I start doing the next couple of cases, because my job giving me flexibility, I'm gonna just be working on weekends, and when Sarah Grace case start, I'll be back in the courtroom. And then Mr. Steele's case, I'm gonna be in the courtroom, and I'm gonna start doing like Lil Durk. I'm not gonna go to California, but I'm gonna do some updates from here. Prayerfully, I'll get the transcript and I'll go over the transcript since we're not in the courtroom, and we'll go and read what the transcript said and what the people said and compare it to what these folks that's going to be reporting. And some folks just going to be making up stuff, but we're going to have the paperwork. Prayerfully, we're going to have the paperwork. We're going to do a reenactment, even though I'm not there, but we'll do the reenactment. But thank you for asking, Joseph. I appreciate you asking. I appreciate it. Levron Bell, you still talk. Chalucci, what? Well, let me tell you something. I texted him the other day, Scarface, and he did not reply back to me. His trial is on August 20th. Lil Durk's trial is August 20th. How's Dallas? Dallas is doing fine. Kobe is doing wonderful. And Mr. Steele is on that case. Mr. Steele is my ace. Boom, coon. He's my ace. So, but y'all, I put in I put in so many hours. Yesterday I went to work at 9 a.m., right? I didn't get off till 3 o'clock in the morning. You should make a page to report on cases you were there for. Oh, you know what? I'm going to replay some of those. Should make a page to report on cases you were there for. What do you mean by that, Jody? Make a page of. I mean, I'm going to do like my afternoon updates for the case with Sarah Grace Patrick. You know, the young lady that unalived her family, allegedly charged with unaliving her family. I mean, you know how when somebody punch you in your stomach and takes the wind out of you? That's what happened with me with YouTube a little bit. It took the wind out of me, and I had to go find something else. Good night, finna go to bed, and good night, talk. And thanks again. Now I can relax. Kind of was worried. People had me thinking of the mess. You got to think positive. When is her case? Her case is August 3rd. I'll be over there in Carroll County on August 3rd. August 3rd. That's when they start the jury selection. I'll be right there. And then remember that juror that with the other case I was doing with Lacey's case? Well, I'll be at that juror's hearing because he is the one that released the that went and did that chat GPT. So Tuesday I'll be back on live to give you guys update and also to do all my Rule 22s because I have to submit Rule 22s because I'm going back to Tiffany Haddish's hearing as well because she's supposed to go to trial. I don't know why that woman is not taking a plea deal because you're not going to win with that judge, not that court, because they take those DUIs serious, very serious. And then, the court gets at least $700 for each case. So they're not letting that go. That's where their bread and butter come from, those DUIs and stuff like that. So I was just taking. How was that? She didn't show up, but the one lawyer did, and his audio was kind of terrible. But I have it on my live. Just go back and look it up. I have it on my live. I need to do a playlist. But guys, it's been awesome. But I got to get my butt to bed so I can get up in the morning. I have 12 hours tomorrow. Do you think they're going to put her in jail? I think they're going to take a plea deal. And see, what happened is with that, they take their license and they get a special license until they fulfill their requirement. I mean, a totally different page that says Sylvia in court, something creative. You see the thing with that, Jody, I have to start from scratch with my views. I mean, with my hours. And do I have enough hours for time to do that? Nope, I don't have time to do that. I'll just do a playlist. People could go look it up, the playlist. Jody, I don't have time for that. I barely have time to keep my eyes open. I promise you. Oh, back to we were talking about Tiffany Haddish. I don't think she's going to go to jail. But what I think is she's going to pay a hefty fine. She's definitely gonna pay a hefty fine. That for a fact. Thank you, Jody, for the Venmo. Appreciate you. Yep, she's definitely gonna pay a hefty fine. I believe that. I definitely believe that. Good night, Tyler. But anyway, yeah, I am about to take my butt to bed. You guys can ride with me tomorrow as I go to work. I'm putting in another 12 hours. Like I'm on more than 12 hours. I'm gonna work from 9 to 11:30 tomorrow. So I'm going to bed now. Good night, my lovely, lovely, beautiful people. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys got a chance to hear what I had to say. And don't believe everything you hear, okay? Just half of it. Even with me. You don't even have to believe everything you hear from me. But just use discernment. Let it make sense to you, okay? Because these people, man, they just be saying no. And they have no kind of moral compass. They just want to lie and just like, how they go to bed at night? Lying about certain things. But anyway, good night, my wonderful, lovely, beautiful, beautiful, wonderful people. Let's say our prayer. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. I love you guys. I'll see you in the morning if the Lord is willing. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me. We laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction show when we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment